Hello everyone, and a happy new year to you all. With 2024 now in full swing, I thought what better way to start the year than by reviewing a movie which I ironically did not see last year, that being Fast 10. Now, I have seen all of the previous entries up until this point in the franchise, but unfortunately, as I'll get into shortly, the movie quickly descends into one over-the-top set piece after another. So without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on Fast 10. The action in this movie keeps in line with the franchise's low standards by being ridiculous and over the top. The set pieces quickly become frenetic, making it difficult to follow what's going on. Director Louis Letterior makes it a hobby to chop the action up every other second, which means the spectacle holds no weight in terms of tension. The action doesn't serve any purpose in terms of driving the plot forward, no pun intended. It essentially involves cars being blown up to smithereens, but with no logic as to why this is happening in the first place. The abundance of CGI in this movie is there for all to see, as any sense of realism dissipates fairly quickly. The cast all deliver their usual dry delivery of dialogue, all while trying to act heroic at the same time. Perhaps the best in this department is Vin Diesel, who returns as Dom Toretto. He offers his usual array of manly grunts, equipped with multiple shots of him doing superhero poses at every possible moment. Jason Mamoa gives the best performance here as villain Dante Reyes. He turns in a fun, villainous role, which harkens back to blockbuster movies of old. His playful demeanour definitely shows in one of the few bright sparks of this messy experience. Even newcomer Brie Larson can't redeem this movie. She surprisingly doesn't get many scenes either in the dialogue or action department. Even when she does appear, her character offers nothing more than to look badass and menacing. The rest of the supporting cast offer little in substance to the plot. However, to offer some defence to the cast, a lot of that comes down to bad writing. For instance, actors like Ludacris and Tyrese are supposed to provide comic relief, but instead, their dialogue comes across as unfunny and awkward. The plot is as simplistic as you'd expect from this series. It involves Dante seeking revenge against Dom following the events of Fast 5, in which his father is killed. The second act of the movie seems interested in convincing us that there actually is a story. This is by cramming as many scenes of characters trying to obtain information to help their mission, only for the cookie-cutter action to return with a vengeance. What's really hurt this franchise for a long time now is the lack of care shown on the writing side for this large cast of actors. While one would argue that movies like The Avengers have more cast members than one would care about, the difference between those movies and this outing is that the Avengers movies, at least for the most part, take the time to centre the plot on a few central characters, with the other characters serving the story in some shape or form. Whereas a movie like this has no sense of direction, both figuratively and literally. No single character has any significant screen time devoted to them, nor does the writing do any favours for them in terms of fleshing out their motivations for why they're blowing stuff up at every conceivable moment. In short, Fast 10 is a bloated mess of an action movie, which is more concerned with setting a record for how many explosions can occur in a movie, as opposed to putting any sort of care or thought into these set pieces. One of the few saving graces is Jason Mamoa, who at the very least understands how absurd this franchise has become by delivering an over-the-top theatrical performance, as he provides some level of entertainment for the audience. Overall, I'm going to give Fast 10 a 3 out of 10. So I now hand it over to you, as I want to find out your thoughts on Fast 10. Do you agree with my thoughts on this movie, or are you one of the few people that enjoyed it, as I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.